Now we discuss vector and Cartesian equations of lines and planes in three-dimensional geometry. The major topics we discuss in this chapter are 1. Lines and 2. Planes in this space, three-dimensional space. So here we need the equations of these lines and planes in 3D. And also we need both these equations, that is vector equation and Cartesian equation. You are quite familiar with the Cartesian equation in two-dimensional space, two-dimensional region. And then we need an idea of the equation of a line or a curve or a region, and also these equations, what is meant by the vector equation or the Cartesian equation, how it represents, what is the idea behind this, all this we need. We can have a quick review of that. We will explain this with the Cartesian equation of a line in 2 dimensions, and then we will extend it to 3 dimensions and also in 3-dimensional vector equation and Cartesian equations. So consider a 2-dimensional region, that is a plane region, and a line in the plane region. Suppose this is a line in the plane region. And since we are deriving the equation of the line, or we discuss the equation of the line, this which should be a coordinate plane, that means there is the axis x-axis and the y-axis which covers the whole plane region. We know the plane is a collection of points, continuous collection of points, and a line or a curve or anything. In particular here, a curve in the plane is also a continuous collection of certain points in the plane which are arranged in this order in the line. Continuous collection of points. And every point in this line will have its own coordinates. And now we can consider this line as the continuous collection of points in the plane, and also we can consider this as the locus of a point in the line which moves in the straight order in this way. Locus of a point, say P. We assume this point moves along this, and then the locus means the track, the path travelled by the point. This is the line, locus of the point. And this point moves in a specific way, and that is why we obtained this line. And since P is moving in a specific way, that P should be or could be controlled by some other external forces to keep that point in that track without changing outside. That is, there are certain conditions satisfied by the moving point. So the point P moves, that means the coordinates of the point P changes. You may take the coordinates as x and y, varying coordinates, variables, x and y are variables. P moves means x and y vary. X and y takes different positions, varying values. So as x and y varies, the position of P changes. That means if the point P moves in this straight line, along the straight line, thus x and y should be controlled by certain conditions. X and y are connected by certain conditions, certain relation. Its x and y should be such that this x and y should satisfy this. That will be an equation. That equation will satisfy every point in the line, because every point moves over every point satisfies that condition. So that condition written in terms of this x and y, connecting this x and y, is the equation of the line. Is the equation of the line. Whatever it is the equation. So to derive the equation, what we do is, we recognize the geometrical condition satisfied by a general point, say Pxy, which is moving along that track. Then this geometrical condition is expressed in terms of this x and y. Simplify, and we get the equation of the locus, which is the equation of the line. And this is the case in 3 dimension also. If we have a line in the space, 3-dimensional space, we consider a point, general point in the line. Assume the line is obtained by moving this point in this space in a straight order, in that way. So there will be certain condition. So write that condition, put that condition in terms of this x, y, and these are 3-dimensional, therefore 3 coordinates, x, y, and z. Simplify, we get the required equation. This is Cartesian equation of the line. In terms of this Cartesian coordinates x, y, and z, we have written this. But in the case of this vector equation, so in case of this vector equation in the 3 dimension, we have the 3 mutually perpendicular axes, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Every point in the 3-dimensional space will have 3 coordinates x, y, and z. In Cartesian equation, we find the relationship connecting x, y, and z of this general point in the line. But for the vector equation, we do not have the coordinates, only this point P, and as in the case of this Cartesian form, we have coordinates for P, but in vector form, we will have the position vector of the point P with respect to the origin. Since this being the Cartesian system, we have the origin, the meeting point of these 3 axes. So we will have the position vector of that point, which is usually taken as R. So in the Cartesian system, we have coordinates for this general point P in the form x, y, and z. In the vector form, we will have P in the form the position vector of the point P. We will have R, and the general point P, x, y, z means in this system vector form, this R represents the position vector of the point. Then we will have additional condition also. In the Cartesian system, we may get an additional condition, say the point P moves, or the line passes through 2 points, x1, y1, z1, x1, y1 and x2, y2 in 2 dimensions, or passing through 1 point and having slope m, or the line with intercepts a and b. So in that form, so condition will be given. Then in the vector form also, we will get that condition in the vector form. If the line passes through 2 points, A and B, then in the Cartesian form, we will get the coordinates of A and B in the form x, y, z, or x1, y1, z1, and the other x2, y2, z. But in the vector form, we will get the position vector of this A, which is A vector vector, and position vector of this B as vector B. Apply the condition and convert that condition into or in terms of this R. We have vector A here, vector B here, and here vector R, which is the general vector. position vector of the general point P on the line, connect this A, B and R. You will get what is known as the vector equation. Same way. So the equation of the line in Cartesian form is the equation or the condition satisfied by a general point, means the condition satisfied by the coordinates of this general point x, y and z. In two dimensions, the equation connecting x and y. In here, the condition of the general point having this vector, the position vector. A point moves in 3D also, a point moves. And then the position vector of that point varies. A relation connecting this varying vector R and the conditions in terms of vectors. So connect this, obtain an equation involving vectors only. That is vector equation. In that way, we can have the vector equation of a line in 3D. So thus we have the vector equation and Cartesian equation. Similar is the case in this case of this equation of a plane also. Plane can also be considered as continuous collection of points. So in the case of plane, the point moves everywhere in the plane. This plane is filled, completely filled with the points. The point moves in this, everywhere. There will be a condition satisfied by the general point which moves and determines the plane. Find that condition. In the vector form, find in terms of vectors. In the Cartesian form, find in terms of the Cartesian coordinates of the general point x, y and z. That's all. That is what we are doing here. We can have both these equations, vector equation and Cartesian equation, for this line and this plane. First we will consider the line, derive the equations, and also then we will go to the derivation of the equation of the plane, vector equation and the Cartesian equation. Those will be in the next videos. Okay.